My name is Dean McDowell and I'm the Athletic Director here at Parkview Education Center. And I'd like to welcome everyone to our first ever virtual athletic award celebration. Due to the pandemic, our normal in-person awards ceremony has been canceled for the second year in a row. And this is our new opportunity to showcase the amazing athletic accomplishments by our Parkview student athletes. To say this year had its challenges would be an understatement for sure. And if we tried to recap just how many situations were different from a regular sports year, we would come up with quite the list. From tryouts and practices in groups of 10 in September, no tournament play, no provincial championships from November on, only local regional play, shortened seasons, extended seasons, practice-only seasons, gym scheduling issues, no spectators, no locker rooms, various attempts to provide live game feeds, regional finals being canceled, then played 2 months later, and of course the final complete shutdown in late April that halted our remaining spring sports. It was truly a year like no other. As I reflect personally, I'm so impressed by how everyone involved handled everything that was thrown at them. Our athletes stayed positive throughout the implementations of numerous protocols. Our volunteer coaches stayed flexible and patient as schedules continued to change weekly and often at the last minute. And the parents involved always seemed willing to sacrifice whatever it took to allow their children to participate, even if it meant not being able to watch them take part at all. The following awards are presented virtually this year, and those recognized will have either already accepted their award or will be able to do so next September. Our first set of athletic awards will be presented to our cross-country teams. Cross-country started in September and was one of the first teams to experience the COVID return to play protocols. These included training bubbles of 10 or less, smaller race groups, only individual competitions, and no team advancement from regionals to provincials. Our first award goes to Jane Kimball for her outstanding leadership. Jane was a leader at practice and could always be counted on to set a good example for the rest of her teammates. The second award winner goes to Kathy Fang, and she is presented with the Most Improved Award. Kathy's dedication and commitment to practice was evident as she became a much stronger runner from the start of the season to the end. Both award winners were members of our senior girls team who finished second at the regional meet. Congratulations, Jane and Kathy. Our next team award is presented to our baseball team. Baseball was one of the more fortunate sports this year as baseball was able to be played throughout the summer and school baseball was able to start up with little change. This year's team was very strong and went undefeated through a short exhibition season before ultimately losing to Avonview in the regional final. The award winner for baseball was Cohen Westlake, and he's presented the Rookie of the Year award. Cohen was a strong pitcher and outfielder and was one of the team's quiet leaders who was very dedicated to the game. Congratulations, Cohen. Our next set of team awards will be presented to our soccer teams. The soccer startup was slightly delayed in September and began with teams only allowed to train in bubbles of 10. The green light to play games came in early October along with a modified regional format with no qualifying tournaments and only the winner of each region advancing to the provincials. Our first soccer awards will be presented to our Division I girls soccer team. This year's team improved greatly from the start of the season to the end, and the first award winner is Erin Broom, who was presented with the Defensive Player Award. Erin was a solid center-back defender who always played with an intensity that helped her control the back line of her team. The second award is presented to Taylor Johnson, who was awarded the Coach's Choice Award. Taylor was a key player who from her center mid position was always up to the challenge of attacking when needed or marking the other team's best player. Congratulations to both Erin and Taylor, both grade 11 students who should continue to be leaders on next year's team. The next soccer awards are presented to the Division I boys soccer team. The team finished with a first place league finish but lost at home in their regional final. The first award goes to Noah Van Kessel as our top offensive player. Noah was the most skilled player on the team and was always a threat to create offensively when he had the ball. The second award goes to Callum Corkum, who was presented with the Most Valuable Player Award. Callum was a leader in all aspects of the game and earned the respect of its teammates, opponents, and coaches. Congratulations, Noah and Callum. Our next soccer awards are presented to our JV boys soccer team,
who also lost to Horton in their regional final. The first award is presented to Jaden Crouse as the team's most valuable player. Jaden was a key contributor to the team and led by example in whatever position he was playing. The second award goes to Nathan Allen and is presented as the top offensive player award. Nathan had a great skill set, a natural left foot, and was a threat to score anytime around the goal. Congratulations, Jaden and Nathan. The final soccer awards are presented to our JV girls soccer team. These girls had a very successful season, playing in many competitive games and losing only by 1 goal to Horton in the regional final. The first award winner is Lauren Crouse, who is presented with the Coaches Award. Lauren was the team's goalkeeper and always demonstrated a positive attitude, was dedicated, and helped motivate all her teammates. The second award goes to Emma Mary, who was presented with the Most Improved Player Award. Emma showed a dedication to her position, and her efforts led to great improvements throughout the season. Congratulations, Lauren and Emma. Our next set of team awards will be presented to the volleyball teams. Due to COVID protocols, scheduling teams in the gym was an issue early on, but as the season progressed, we were able to field 1 boys team and 2 girls teams. The first set of volleyball awards will be presented to our boys volleyball team. This team played in many competitive games in a Western Regional League and experienced a great deal of improvement as the team came together. The first award goes to Finn Kimball, who was presented the Coaches Award. Finn was a team captain and was an offensive, effective middle blocker, earning a spot on the starting lineup all 3 years on the team. The next award goes to Matt Taylor, who is presented with the Outstanding Leadership and Dedication Award. Matt was also one of the team captains who played a variety of positions, and his hard work paid off, earning him a spot in the starting lineup. Congratulations, Finn and Matt. The next set of awards are presented to our Division I girls volleyball team. This team faced a very unique situation when, after playing an entire exhibition season within the Western region, they earned a chance to play Horton in the regional final. A day before the regional final was to be played, the volleyball season was shut down due to an increased COVID cases in the province. Months later, the regional final got rescheduled and our girls eventually lost to Horton in that game. The first award is to Maddie Han, and she is presented one of the Coaches Award. Maddie showed a rare combination of size and skill, was fiercely competitive, and will continue her volleyball as a player at University in St. Mary's in the fall. The second award is to Rachel Hopkins, who was presented the second Coaches Award. Rachel was a key contributor to the team and displayed a super high game IQ. Congratulations, Maddie and Rachel. The final set of volleyball awards are presented to our JV girls volleyball team. This team consisted of only grade 10 and 11 players and lost in the regional final to Horton. The first award winner is Madeline McDonald, who was presented with the Coaches Award. Madeline's enthusiasm and hard-working traits were evident all season, and she was an incredible positive influence on the team. The second award winner is Alexis Rasmussen, who is presented with the Outstanding Leadership Award. Alexis exemplifies respect and integrity in her sport and truly demonstrates leadership through her positive influence on the team. Congratulations, Madeline and Alexis. Our next set of team awards will be presented to our 2 hockey teams. This year, hockey also started off by dealing with COVID protocols, and initially were only allowed to train in bubbles of 10. Local regional games were allowed as the season moved forward, but in early December, league play came to a halt as once again COVID cases increased in the province. Players and coaches faced the challenges of practicing only until games resumed in the new year, and their season was extended into March. The first set of hockey awards will be presented to the Lady Panthers hockey team, who for the 3rd year in a row were the Western Regional champions, as they defeated Avonview in their regional 2-game series. The first award winner is Ashley Green, who was presented with the Defensive Player of the Year award. Ashley was the team captain and an excellent two-way defenseman. The second award winner is Rachel Kinney, who was presented with the Most Valuable Player award. Rachel was the leading scorer over the past 3 seasons and was an excellent responsible centerman. Congratulations, Ashley and Rachel. The second set of hockey awards will be presented to the boys hockey team, who lost out this year in the regional playdowns. The first award winner is Nolan O'Brien, who was presented the Most Valuable Player award. Nolan was one of the hardest working players on the ice who led his team by example. The second award winner is Jonas Talbot, who was presented with the Coaches Award. Jonas was a great team player and described as very coachable by his coaches. Congratulations, Nolan and Jonas. Our next set of team awards will be presented to our basketball teams. This year's basketball season was definitely one that created some challenges for players and coaches. It began as planned but changed quickly to a practice-only opportunity in early December, with some teams having played a few games, some teams less, but a regular schedule resumed in the new year. Teams worked through a modified regional schedule, and in the end, the season was extended. The first set of basketball awards will be presented to our JV boys basketball team. This year's team played in many close games, including a loss in the regional semifinal. The first award winner is Braden Boudreau, who was presented the Coaches Award. Braden arrived at every practice and game with the same positive and humorous attitude and earned the respect of his teammates and coaches. The second award winner is Holden Olivella, who is presented the Most Valuable Player award. Holden flourished in his role as a senior and became one of the best offensive options on the team. Congratulations, Braden and Holden. The next set of basketball awards are presented to the D1 boys basketball team. This team continued to show improvement all season long, eventually losing to Horton in the regional final. The first award winner is Callum Corkum, who was presented the Most Valuable Player award. Callum has been described as the heart and soul of the team since he arrived in grade 10, and his leadership on the court made him an inspiring captain. The second award winner is Jack Leonard, who was presented the Most Improved Player award. Jack's effort and grit were noticed by his coaches, and he was a valuable role player throughout the entire season. Congratulations, Callum and Jack. The next set of basketball awards are presented to the Division I girls basketball team. The team was led by a large group of seniors and strong rookie class, and also showed great improvement throughout the season. The first award winner is Jane Kimball, who was presented with the Most Improved Player award. Jane's increased confidence and consistent improvements led to her earning a starting position on the team. The second award winner is Sarah Wynot, who was presented with the Rookie of the Year award. Sarah proved to be a fierce competitor and accepted whichever role she was given, and has a bright basketball future ahead of her. Congratulations, Jane and Sarah. Our final set of basketball awards are presented to the JV girls basketball team. This team played hard at both ends of the court all year, losing out in the regional semifinal. The first award winner is Jesse Laffin, who was presented the Coaches Award. Jesse was one of the grade 12 leaders on a very young team who showed amazing efforts on both ends of the court. The second award winner is Eva McIsaac, who was presented the Most Improved Player award. Eva quickly gained a starting role on the team after adapting very well to the increased speed of the game at the high school level. Congratulations, Jesse and Eva. Our next set of team awards are presented to the badminton teams. Due to extended winter sports, our badminton players had a later than normal startup, and their season ended up being pushed later into March and April. The other season modification was that competition was only based on team competition and no individual tournament days, which limited the number of players eligible to make the team. Local district play was limited to 4 schools per competition, and regional play was canceled due to a final school closure. The first intermediate team award winner is Naomi Frost, who is presented with the Team Dedication Award. Naomi showed a great work ethic and was super coachable. The second intermediate team award winner is Jack Berry, who was also presented with the Team Dedication Award. Jack was very committed to improving his game, was hardworking, and showed a tenacious level of competitiveness. Congratulations, Naomi and Jack. Our second set of badminton team awards are presented to the senior team. The first senior team award winner is Catherine Talbot, who was presented with the Most Valuable Player award. Catherine was a very skilled player who has spent many years developing her game and still remains very humble about her abilities. The second senior team award winner is Owen Parsons, who is also presented with the Most Valuable Player award. Owen was a dominant grade 11 player who was committed to his season and was a great team player and remained very coachable. Congratulations, Catherine and Owen. Our next set of team awards are presented to our cheerleading team. This year, COVID forced the sport of cheer to compete through virtual competitions only, and our team finished in 3rd place at the regional tournament. The first cheerleading award winner is Gracie Wenzel Parsons, who was awarded the team's most valuable cheerleader. Gracie is a strong athlete who demonstrated skill in all aspects of cheer and excelled in stunting, jumps, and dance. The second award winner is Mackenzie Alexander, who was presented with the Most Improved Cheerleader Award. Mackenzie came to the team with no prior experience and was willing to try everything she was asked. She showed the most improvement throughout the season. Congratulations, Gracie and Mackenzie. Our final team sport award is presented to our curling teams. This year, curling was yet another sport that was affected by COVID. Curlers were limited to their own home clubs, which could make it very difficult for teammates to train together. Eventually, there was an opportunity for curling to happen with limited teams, and both our boys and mixed teams were declared regional champions, and our boys team won with only 3 curlers taking part. The Parkview Curling Award winner is Emily Wenzel. Emily was a member of our mixed team and was the driving force behind organizing this year's teams, helping to pull the teams together amongst the uncertainty, and even provided fundraised dollars for the team's registration fee from efforts the year before. Congratulations, Emily. Unfortunately, with the return of increased COVID numbers in April and the school closure in May, our spring sport athletes were once again left without a season to take part in. Rugby was able to start and get a few games in. Softball and track and field had just started the tryout phase of their seasons, and football in the fall also was unable to play because of the number of restrictions in place. It is our hope that finally next season, these athletes will again get a chance to compete in the sport they look forward to.
Congratulations to all our athletic award winners. All in all, the majority of our student athletes were able to experience some aspect of school sport this year. And even though almost all provincial championships were canceled, no tournaments took place, and limitations were placed on every sport that had a season, the objective to get kids back on the field or on the court was achieved. Once again, thank you to all our volunteers who persevered through the continuous changes that were thrown at them. To all our athletes who stayed positive and continue to represent Parkview to the highest standard, you should be very proud. We are all looking forward to September and the possibility of returning to school sport without the restrictions, as well as the ability for our student athletes to enjoy the full benefits of interscholastic competition. Thank you and stay safe.